Thank you very much, Mayor Thoms, and thanks for fighting so hard for your city. We all want you to succeed here, and that's one of the reasons that we've all gathered today. It is, for me, always great to be back in Rock Island, and I want to thank Jerry, of course, for giving us this opportunity to share your digs, and I'm always glad to be back here. I also want to offer my gratitude to the Director of the Illinois Department of Human Services, Grace Ho, who has worked diligently to effectuate the census throughout the state. She really has been a champion, and not just in that, but in everything that we've done over the last 6 months with regard to COVID-19, standing up for the services that people all across our state need. To Representative Halpin, who I must say, you all are very lucky to have representing you in Springfield. He's a leader. He's somebody that others listen to. He is frequently in my office advocating for Rock Island and for this entire area, and you should be very, very proud. And to Leticia Martinez of the Illinois Migrant Council, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for your advocacy for the census. Before we begin on our topic of the day, I have an exciting announcement to make for your fellow Illinoisans to the southeast. Starting today at 5 p.m., Region 7 of our 11 Restore Illinois regions, that's Will and Kankakee counties, can officially return to the same Phase 4 mitigations of our Restore Illinois plan that you already have here in Rock Island. That means that after about 3 weeks of increased restrictions due to a surging positivity rate in that region, restaurants and bars can reopen for indoor service, and the broader gathering capacity cap can return to 50 from 25 people. Let that be a testament, honestly, to the entire state and to the power of community that embraces doctor-recommended mitigations proven to reduce risk and to slow the spread. And let it also be a testament to community leaders who stand on the side of science, to collaboration between IDPH and local health departments, and a testament to neighbors doing right by neighbors. We can't outrun this virus, but with masks and distancing, with hand washing and respect for public health and for each other, we can beat it back enough to keep our businesses and our schools open and our neighborhoods safer. So I just want to say great job to Will and Kankakee counties. Now, I'm excited to be back here in Rock Island, though. It's amazing to see the widespread commitment that you all have to one another, especially when it comes to the census count. Getting a full count will shape the next decade of federal funding and congressional representation for Illinois and for Rock Island. And we have just about 12 more days, that's all, 12 more days to secure the best possible count that we can. Rock Island, I want to tell all of you who live here, the stakes could not be higher. Every 10 years in this country, we count the number of people who live in this state, and based upon that number, the federal government sends states and cities funding for schools and for hospitals and for roads and childcare and so much more. And the higher the count, the more of your federal tax dollars come back to Illinois instead of going to other states, and the more representatives we get in Congress to represent us in this state. Just a 1% undercount could result in this state losing hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funds. And honestly, we just can't afford to let that happen, and we shouldn't. Today, when Illinoisans pay their federal taxes, we're only one of 10 states in the United States that gets back less than we pay to the federal government. That's not fair. And we can do so much better, and the census allows us to do that. So we're taking action to make sure that we get our fair share. So far, our efforts are paying off. We are number 2 overall, Illinois is, among the 10 most populous states in the United States, and number 7 overall among all the states in terms of our response rate. But the higher the count, the more funding you can bring to Rock Island and to the state of Illinois. So I'm asking you to lean in to your competitive streak today. I want you to know that across the river, Iowans are currently ahead of Illinoisans in their census responses. So let's get to work and let's beat them. We can do that. I'm here because I want to be sure that Quad Cities and all of Illinois get our fair share and that all of you get counted. Right now, Rock Island's census response rate is still below where it was 10 years ago, and the mayor talked about the challenges that we've had with COVID-19. That does make it more difficult. But we're also below the state average here now in Rock Island. So please, everyone, we do have time to get this right. Join us. Let's get it right for Rock Island. Let's get it right for the state of Illinois. Call your friends. Call your neighbors. Send them a text or an email and urge them all to do their part, just like voting. Filling out the census is an act of civic engagement. It's a demand to make sure that your voices are heard. And it's just a few questions. It takes less than 10 minutes. It's more important than ever that you do this. It will bring more investment. It'll bring better schools, better roads, better health care to Rock Island and to you and to your families. The census is another way that we get funds to invest in our communities and to build an Illinois that serves all of its residents better. So again, pick up your phone. As the mayor said, you can do it right now on your mobile phone. Go to my2020census.gov. Again, it takes less than 10 minutes. my2020census.gov. Or you can call 1-844-330-2020. Take the time to make sure your voice is heard.